so I hope you don't mind if I'm here in my robe with you this morning. Good morning. So, what do you see on the screen? What does that look like?
Clams.
Clams, perhaps. But
Good people.
Seeds. That's exactly right. So I'm going to show you some seeds this morning. They come in a nice, pretty package. But then they look kind of, wow, they're really small, aren't they? Wow. So these are California poppies. And I think these would grow very nicely here for our spring, don't you? Yeah. So, how do you think these work? Do you know how these work? Huh?
Well, they start like you're showing us, and then it takes like a few weeks, months, or years to grow, and then they get bigger each time, and you see them.
They take weeks, months, or years to come out of the ground, and then you see them and they're beautiful, right?
Yeah,
that's
and
a good
there's another way
inspiration.
to explain it.
Yeah.
First they grow up into seedlings, right? Then they grow up, then there's this little blossom. Then a little while later, a couple of weeks, it blooms.
Okay, let's watch a little video here real quick. This always amazes me. See how the little seedling starts to grow? But I want you to notice, which way did it grow first? Not up. Down. The roots went down first, didn't they? And then watch as it pushes its way upward and starts to put on little tiny leaves. Wow, that always just amazes me. Now, it didn't happen just like that 30 seconds. That was what we call a time-lapse photography, where they take a picture every few minutes for an extended amount of time, days. And that's how they catch. It looks like it moves, which it does, but it moves so slowly that we can't see it move. We have to watch it over a period of time to see it develop and grow. So the seed is transformed into a sprout and then bursts forth out of the dirt and grows into a plant and then eventually blooms. I don't know about you, but I find it very hard to wait. That's why I bought tomato plants rather than tomato seeds. Yeah, I am very impatient. But the seeds, they need that quiet. They need that time of darkness to develop and grow. They need to stop being seeds so that they can be transformed into something that's wonderful and great. So in our Bible story that was just read, Jesus explained this process. But when he was talking about it, he wasn't talking about seeds like these. He was talking about his death and coming back to life and talking about dying on the cross. So we don't want to talk about that sometimes. We don't want to go through the darkness. We want to go right through to Easter. We want to buy full-grown plants with flowers on them. But that's not the way it works. We can't have the joy and the resurrection without the darkness, without the time of preparation. So we can't have flowers without the seeds stopping being seeds. So it's hard to hold on to darkness and light at the same time. But in our season of Lent, and as we begin spring, Jesus calls us to keep focusing on God's glory and to keep following Jesus. So, and then our lives will blossom forever. So I would like to give you each a little packet of poppy seeds. And while we do this, I want to thank you all for bringing the hand towels and the soaps this morning. We have one more week that that we're going to participate in putting these kits together. And so for next week, listen up, here's the items. Just one more, there you go. Okay, for next week, we need 3 items. Since it's the last week, we're going to do 3 instead of 2. So for next week, we want washcloths. You were great to bring the hand towels this week. Now we need a washcloth to go with it, okay? We need toothbrushes. Sorry, adult size toothbrushes, individually wrapped. Not a whole pack of toothbrushes, each toothbrush, okay? And one more item, which is a comb. And not a pocket-sized comb, and not one with a rat tail on it, a regular-sized comb. We got a lot of rules about this, but it really does help them because they have put together standardized kits when they do this, and they have found through experience that these are the items that work. So a standard-sized comb, a washcloth, and adult-sized, individually wrapped toothbrushes. Okay? Are you all ready for that next week? All right. Well, thank you for coming this week. I enjoyed my time with you.